The first thing is, with any behaviour, you have to turn it into a training session. People say, my horse snatches at grass. What do? The answer they want is pull his head up. The answer they're going to get is do the training so he doesn't snatch at grass. My horse does this. What shall I do? Turn it into a training session. He barges out the door. Have you tried to turn it into a training session? No, I just want to stop him doing it. The way you stop him doing it is to do the training. So we have to turn it into a training session. You have to decide. Positive, negative punishment. Okay? Bites the rope, punch him in the face. No? Not going for that? Fair enough. Negative reinforcement. Grabs the rope, squeezes, twist his nose a little bit and tweak it. Rattle a can of stones. I don't know what you want to do. Negative, let's go, release the pressure. Go quiet. Take his nose off. Up for that? Perhaps ask why he's chewing the rope. And go, actually, is it stress relief? Is it to do with being maybe a foal who was weaned abruptly, or was it?
He was stressed because he was shown extensively for 3 years. He had to stop because he got himself into such a...
Okay, so it's a stress response. So that immediately brings us back to, well, probably stopping him is maybe not a good thing at this time. Maybe the answer is to look at why he's doing it, get an animal that's not being stressed, and then A, he might not do it anyway, or B, let's reward him for not doing it. And secondly, let's work in a way with our shaping and our comfort zones and stuff that he doesn't have to do that behaviour. The tendency is always for people to go to, how do we train him not to? But actually, let's change the environment. Let's change his mental state so he doesn't need to be stressed. Let's change and back things off.
Let's change him.
Yeah, it will. But there's a part of me that goes, you know what, it's fine. If he, why is it an issue? It might, I have to spend so much money going through lead ropes. Because I was told at Pony Club, my horse isn't allowed to chew the rope. I don't know. Actually, if it's a comforter for him, and he's dealing with it, it's a really big indicator of when he's stressed, and so let him do it. But work on getting him so that he doesn't have to be stressed, and then he won't have to chew the rope. But Ben, I just want you to tell me to reward him when he doesn't do it. Can I get a clicker out and just directly tell him not to? Well, you can, but he's still stressed. You haven't dealt with the problem. It's going to bubble out somewhere else. I'm not saying you would do that, but that's the problem with our mentality around the equestrian world, is people trying to fix the problem. I mean, quite often it's let's just go around it. Let's avoid it completely. Let's not do that thing that he doesn't like. Let's just change the environment and make it easier for him to do. Yeah, but that's cheating. What the hell's cheating about making it easier on my horse?
Because now he's in control.
Yeah, he's dominant. He's showing you who's boss. Yeah, but he's not stress pants anymore. What ridiculous rubbish people tell us. It's like going to a job and you're stressed every day and you say, I think I might change my job, and people go, no, you can't do that, otherwise you're running away, you coward. You're in an abusive relationship. No, you've got to stay and sort it out, otherwise you're just cheating.
I think that's what is so important, is that we constantly play everybody around us, and that's
Yeah, don't listen to people. Stop listening to anybody. Don't even listen to me. I could be making this rubbish up. I have 3 rules. Those of you who've been with me before know that, right? Don't believe me. I'm a trainer. I could tell you any rubbish just to sell you something. I don't really sell much, so that's not going to happen. If I am, what resonates with you tomorrow from what I've said probably has some truth or value for you. And not everything I'm going to say does, because you're all in different places of your journey. But so many horses are subject to that, oh no, she's going to do everything that trainer told her to do yesterday. And I get it, and people go, yes, but it's good to take little things from everybody. No, it isn't. That's how you make a rubbish anchovy cake. Right? So anchovy cake is my pseudonym for this, right? Granny gives you, hands down, through the generations, a perfect Victoria sponge recipe. It works every single time. It is the best Victoria sponge you ever get. But you like Marmite. That cream filling? There's a bit of Marmite in there. I love olives too, so I'm going to add some of them. And the topping, chocolate or anchovies? Well, I like anchovies. Let's put anchovies in there. All of a sudden, we've got something that's inedible. It's not that any one of those things is wrong, it's just they're in the wrong place. And so working with behaviour and working with methods and principles, the problem I see is people are taking lots of things because they looked good over there and trying to put them into their cake mixture. The skill is in knowing, actually, is that the sort of cake I want to end up with? And B, is that really how good cooking takes place? If you want to put anchovy and olives on pizza, fantastic. If you want to put Marmite on toast, great. If you truly love anchovy cake, go for it. But we mix all this stuff up and then wonder why we're not clear. Because we're subject to pressure from everybody else. Somebody else said you should do this. Somebody else, oh, you're being soft for them, you'll get away with it. That's your experience, love. And this is my journey. Thank you very much. So, don't believe me. Second one, don't believe anybody else. People give you advice. You should do this, you should do that. Okay, great, fantastic, lovely. Listen, if it resonates with you after 24 hours, maybe you explore it a little bit. If it doesn't, let it go. Thank you very much for your advice. That's really interesting. These are 3 things that I tell people to do. 3 words. When people are giving you advice, you should do this, don't do that, show 'em who's boss, whatever it is, 3 simple sentences. They all evolve around the world interesting. It's really interesting. Why would you say that? It's really interesting. Why would you do that? It's really interesting. Why would you think that? So when someone says, oh, you want to show 'em who's boss, it's really interesting. Why would you say that? Genuinely, I'm not being a smart aleck. Maybe they've got some answer that I've never thought of. But if you start to go to people, that's really interesting, why would you say that? 2 things happen. They either give you a brilliant answer and you go, wow, I've never thought of it that way. Let me see if that resonates with me tomorrow. Yes, it does. Let's do it. Or secondly, they stop giving you crap advice because they don't want to have to justify when you go, it's really interesting. Why would you do that? Genuinely. Really interesting. Why would you do that? People stop giving because they know what's coming. And if it's genuine and they can give you advice and back it up, they'll probably share it with you. So don't believe everybody else. Third thing, this is the hard one. Don't believe yourself. You will lie to yourself. You're too tall, you're too thin, you're too short, you're too old, you're too inexperienced. You're too experienced, you can't change after all these years. You're too lacking confidence. You tell yourself any number of lies about what you can't do or why you shouldn't be able to do it. I haven't had enough experience. Don't listen to yourself, you're lying. You're on a journey. The key word, the most powerful word in your journey is yet. I can't do it yet. Because that implies you are going to be able to do it in the future. If you just say, I can't do that, end of the story. I can't do it yet. Can't stand calmly and relaxed in that environment yet. Can't get him on the trailer yet. You have the capacity to keep working, to keep trying. But when you believe yourself and you say, I'm not good enough, there is nowhere to go with that. Is it uncomfortable? Yes, of course it is. But believing yourself and you say, I'm not good enough, or I can't do this, or I haven't had enough experience, is going to lead you down. So don't believe yourself either. Equally, when people are super like, oh yeah, I can do anything, I'm brilliant, don't believe yourself. Because actually that's not true either. It's somewhere in the middle. People come up, and sometimes I'm lucky enough for people to, usually when I'm in America, not in the UK because we don't do this sort of thing, but in America people will come up and go, wow, brilliant Ben, really enjoyed it, really had a great day, learned so much, and they're really positive about it. And you kind of like have to be, yeah, maybe not. Because otherwise you start to believe your own crap. And you start to get these trainers that get these heads out here and are all ego-based. It's about walking the talk. So being able to go, yeah, maybe not. You haven't seen me at 6 o'clock on a Friday morning when I'm rushing and I'm all disorganised and everything like that. I don't think my wife would be calling me fantastic. She'd be like, idiot, why didn't you get ready last night? Because I was tired. So yeah, sometimes I manage to get on a score and do something right. But many times I don't. So we don't need to believe ourselves. We just need to listen to the horse. Shut up and listen. Your horse is doing amazing. Riley's doing great. He's improving. Why do we listen to anybody else? Because I want the answer. I want someone to help me. I want someone to tell me. No, you don't, because if they'd have already told you, you'd have been doing what they told you. You haven't found what resonates with you yet. That's why you're not doing it. That's why you're here. But nobody knows your horse as well as you do. So how can I tell you how you should be with your horse? How can I tell you how you fix that? Right, that's what we want. That's what humans are programmed for. Just give me the damn pattern. Tell me what the plan is, Ben. I can't. Because there's you. You're a unique individual. There's your horse. It's a unique individual. There's your environment. It's unique and individual. You've got them three things, and you want me to guess. I'm going to tell you how your horse is going to be stopped from biting the lead rope, biting the picking up, whatever it is. Never going to happen. General guidance happens, and what I'm saying is you start way back from when you got the horse in your hand. The biggest mistake people make is they have the horse in their hand and go, how am I going to fix this? Too late. When we talk about setting boundaries, it's planning ahead. How do you want to fix it? Do I want to do it like this? Do I want to use my positive reinforcement? Do I want to use my negative reinforcement? What about my comfort zones? Where are his comfort zones? How prepared am I to stretch his comfort zones? What about my shaping plan? Have I written my shaping plan? How small are my steps? Horse training doesn't take place when you've got the horse. You haven't got time to think about it then. It takes place before you ever get in the stable. Most people make the mistake of starting training when they put their hand on the stable door. What are we doing today? I think it'll be all right. Don't do that. Have a plan. That's the step that's coming up next. Have a clear plan. But be flexible. Listen to the horse, because you start doing something, you say, right, okay, I'm going to work with trying to get you calm. I'm going to get you relaxed. I'm going to have a shaping plan to build trust, confidence and problem solving. I'm going to expose you to these things. We'll layer it, we'll generalize it, we'll get you calmer and relaxed. And then I'll see if that rope holding behavior is still there. If it is, I will then make a choice as to whether I'm going to fix it or whether I'm just going to leave it because he's happy with it. Oh, but he's chewing the rope, you don't want to get away with that. That's a displacement behavior, and that shows this. It shows that he's coping with life because somebody else has screwed him up. So, that's what I'm trying to get to, this whole culture that we have about what behavior do I have to do to fix the horse? Well, the behavior you have to do is get in the kitchen with a cup of tea and a piece of cake and start doing some work. How's this going to work? What am I going to do? People, we talk about on our the shaping, the online course for setting boundaries. Ben, how do I set a boundary? All I know is you don't set it when the horse is doing it, And what I mean by that is, when that horse does something that you don't want, then is not the time to be thinking, how do I set this boundary? Because guess what? He's already done it. You sit back and you go, I know my horse sometimes dives to the left and he does this. I know my horse will sometimes barge and push into me. I know my horse does X, Y, and Z and I don't want him to do that. How am I going to set that boundary? Where are my principles? Who am I? What am I comfortable with? Do I want to use positive, negative punishment? How do I want to do that? You prepare ahead of time. You visualise so that when he does it, your brain's already prepared for, whoa, step back. Not, oh, what should I do now? Is this right? Should that right? Do I do that? Oh, I don't know. Oh, bugger, it's too late. My timing's rubbish. It's got to be prepared ahead of time. And that's the hard work. Yeah, but I just wanted to be with my horse, Ben. Cool. Get yourself sorted out, get confident in what you're doing, and guess what? Your horse is going to want to be with you. That's where the focus comes from. It's not about doing things to the horse.